He's a little less jovial lately. He's been pretty frustrated with the Wizards as it were. But welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. This comes to us by the way of one of our longtime viewers, great friend of the channel for a long time, Stella Bravo. And she came to me and she said, Jay, you got to try something I built here. She got to Mythic number 6 with this deck. On like the first day of ranked, maybe the second day of ranked. I'll throw a picture up there. And was like, this is absolutely destroying people currently. And I said, well, if it's that good, let's give it a shot. And she was not wrong. So we have my own modified version with some more of the new tech in it. And it was right. We got 10 wins in a row with this and almost immediately shot to diamond in about 2 hours. The power this has and the way that it can get around the meta right now is incredible. So I want you to stay tuned and watch this one and listen to what I have to say. Before we do, though, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which of course is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube, both of those places where we both go live. You check it out, and you can even meet Stella Bravo. She'll be there. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes. If you want me to play a deck, if you say, Jay, I got that killer tech, you got to come on to Discord and show me what you got. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub and Moxfield. Both links going to be down in the description for you, whichever one you want. So, what are we talking about here? So, we are using a rabbit shell. I think that's the best way to describe it. The rabbit shell with some higher end stuff to really, really pump and push very, very aggressively early on. Just a lot of frustration for things that we have. First things first, I think we have to give an MVP shout out to Seam Rip. Right now, everyone wants a couple of plays. They want ramp, they want their setup. Seam Rip really frustrates early plays, especially those late game guys that they want to put down things, they want to get certain things. And for a lot of stuff, man, Seam Rip just does amazing work. 1 white, it exiles a target non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. If you open a hand with Seam Rip, you know you're going to do good. It's really, really positive right there. The other ones I think are all familiar to us. We're going to be doing Valley Might Caller, which is, of course, is a Frog Warrior 1/1 from Bloomborough, 1 green. Whenever the frog, rabbit, raccoon, or squirrel enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. So the more stuff that enters, probably rabbits or frogs, it's going to get a 1/1 counter, and it comes built with Trample built in. We're also going to have Paw Patch Recruit, which is insanely powerful. Bloomborough was the land of insanely powerful cheap creatures because they were like bunnies, so they couldn't have them be 6/6s. So they made their power and toughness and cost very cheap, but they're insane power levels here. So 2/1 already for 1 green is great. With the Offspring, pay 2 more and you get this Paw Patch Recruit here, which is a second one. Whenever anybody targets you, a creature targets a creature ability an opponent controls, you put a 1/1 counter on another creature other than that. So somebody else gets pumped up because they're trying to touch your creatures, and if you put that on your other creature, you're getting bigger for each time that they try to do it. And if you're trampling in, it is really making them pay for trying to touch your creatures, which is essential. Also prescribed Season Warren Guard, which I don't often play. I never really like this one, but with the new tech that we have, it's actually pretty decent to do. It's a 1 white, 1/2, and whenever you do attack while you control any token, this creature gets +2. And I'll show you why that's interesting, because I found some good synergy on that one. So those are going to be our 1-drops there. As far as new card, I want to talk about this first. Horrible, horrible art. Some of the grossest art I've ever seen in Magic cards. Terran Tusk, Unwisely Awoken. 1 green and 1. When Terran Tusk enters, create a food token. Legendary Spider Boar Hero. This is Spider Ham, by the way, from the Spider-Man set. So it creates a food token, and then every single animal or insect gets +1/+1. So we're talking about frogs, we're talking about rabbits, all get +1/+1. across the board. So it's another captain type effect, anthem type effect all around. It not only that, it creates a food token. Guess what likes tokens? Seasoned Warren Guard. So you could potentially be looking at a combo of turn 1 Seasoned Warren Guard, turn 2 Tyrantusk. Guess what? Seasoned Warren Guard is a 2/3 and attacks for 4 on turn 2. That's the type of power that we're talking about right there, that people might not even be set up. If it's your turn, you put it down, he puts down a tap land. Next turn, he's taking 4. That is an insanely powerful combination right there. So he is going to pump up everything else that we do and provide the token to make that extra power go on. And that little bit of extra food that we have for us right there is a great way to snack on and get that life back. Valley Quest Caller is another captain effect here, anthem effect. One white and 1/2/3. Whenever another other mice, rabbits, birds, mice you control. Obviously, we want rabbits +1/+1 across the board. And of course, if we put another rabbit in, we get to scry. Great to select right there. So you're talking about 6 different anthem effects. Your board is going to get enormous potentially right here, because you're going to have so much +1/+1 across the board. And we're going to break that even further. We're going to push that even harder as we go. Beauregard Mentor, another great trampler right here. Rabbit Soldier, 1 white and 1 green. Blank, equal to the number of power and toughness to the number of creatures you control. So the wider your board is, the better. The bigger it is, the better. The more tramply, the more dangerous it goes in. Simple enough for an uncommon as it goes. And here's Phineas, Ace Archer. Look at that. 1 white and 1 green. Another Selesnya 2-drop. 2/2 Rabbit Archer. Vigilance and Reach. Whenever Phineas attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control that's a token or a rabbit. Then, if a creature controls total power of, if creatures you control have power 10 or higher, you get to draw a card. So when this guy attacks, every single rabbit or token gets +1/+1 across the board and pumps. Hugely powerful stuff right there. And then if you get that, you get to draw an extra card. He does have to attack to do that. Sometimes you have to sacrifice him, but it's worth it, because the idea is to get such a wide board that is so powerful early on with these various just universal pumps is going to be huge hits right there. Of course, listen, if we want to rank, we want to get those wins, we got to play good cards, man. I hate playing Sheltered by Ghosts as much as the next guy. It's so OP. 1 white and 1. If it enters, it's an aura. It exiles a target non-land permanent until aura leaves, and it gives you +1, lifelink, and ward 2. If it just gave you 2 of those, it would still be a good card. The fact that it gives you all 3 and exiles a creature for 2 mana as an uncommon, one of the most powerful cards in white currently. You all know Sheltered by Ghosts, and I'm sure you all hate it as much as I do, or are frustrated at it by the very least. Hop to it. 1 white and 2, I like to call it Hawk to it. Whenever this creature, whenever it enters, you create 3 white rabbit creature tokens. Again, tokens, of course, feeding into Seasoned Warren Guard, and of course getting pumped up across the board. They could come in potentially, they come in as 2/2s, 3/3s, 4/4s, or something like that. Pumps up Beauregard Mentor, gets a huge amount of +1/+1 counters for all of them right there. Hop to it is a great 4-drop, and of course pumps Valley Mudcaller. All synergy that you've seen before in a rabbit deck, just doing a little bit differently. And then we're going to finish with a split combo here. You could lean either way. This is where your mythic rares are going to go. They're going to go into your 4-drops. You're going to go for a Warren War Leader for 2 white and 2 with the offspring ability of 2, and you can maybe get a little baby one right there, which is just a second Warren War Leader. That's a 1/1. Whenever you attack, choose one. Create a 1/1 right rabbit creature token that's tapped and attacking, or everyone gets +1/+1 across the board. Are you sensing an anthem theme here? Almost, I don't even know how many cards we have where everyone gets +1/+1. There's like 15 cards where everything gets pumped. That is the issue. The amount of power and damage you're going to be able to put down early on by like turn 4, by swinging in on turn 4, is just going to be so big. People are not going to be able to react to you, not going to be able to block and remove as much as they want to before you're absolutely pummeling them with things going in here. So you can create an attacking white rabbit, and of course that's a token, or pump across the board. And we'll finish with my man, the myth, the legend, the Ouroboros, the plant worm, more like planet worm, am I right? 2 green and 2, 1/3 at the beginning of combat in each turn. Put a 1/1 counter in each creature's on each creature you control, where X is this creature's power. If he gets pumped up, everyone else gets pumped up. Each turn, everyone is getting 1/1 counters and getting more and more powerful as it goes. Insanely good. So at the beginning of your first combat, if you've played him, Obviously, everyone's going to get +1/+1. Then next turn, everyone's going to get +2/+2, and then etc. and so forth as it goes. And it just becomes more and more powerful and worse as we crush people harder and harder. That is what we're looking at right there for that. As far as the lands, we have some good options. Selesnya didn't get great lands. One Restless Prairie. I think you're going to go with Hushwood Verge. I'm going to do a Oak Hollow Village and a Lupin Flower Village. Not bad either ones. We don't really have that many spells where these are going to mess up. These only can count for the creatures, but they do let you search for stuff and put 1/1 counters across the board, respectively. 3 starting towns and 3 multiversal passages, again, from the Omenpaths, aka Spider-Man set right there. Restless Prairie is not bad either, because also, guess what else that has? A Anthem set. Whenever this land attacks, other creatures you control get +1/+1 against the board. You see a common theme. A across-the-board pump of a wide attacking force is not anything that anybody can deal with as we go in right there. So that is what we're looking at. We look at the stats, 28 creatures, 20 rabbits, but a lot of warriors. A lot of warriors in this deck. They're really here to fight. Archers, worms, boars, frogs, heroes, all kind of crazy stuff. 4 sorcery, 7 enchantments, 22 lands altogether. Little splish splash more white than green right there. 22 lands on a 1.9 average should be fine. Standard deck as it goes. Our lovely Selesnya backs. I want to talk about some other tech right here that is potentially very, very good. Because I know already what you're thinking. This looks good, Jay, but what about board wipes? We get board wiped, we're out of commission immediately. I think you should make possibly room somewhere for Adelmi of the Silk Shoots, which is Amazing Spider-Man in Spider. It's a Spider-Human hero. You can flash it in for 1 white and 1. So it immediately comes in at a 3/2. Then you can immediately sacrifice it, and creatures you control get indestructible and hexproof. If you are worried about across-the-board board wipes, Adelmi of the Silk Shoots certainly finds room for it. You could cut down on any one of these 4 drops. You know, you could cut one of those, and one of those, and have Adelmi ready to go as a potential protection against that clearing. Because I know what you're thinking. Oh, Jay, this is great, but if they're running sweeps, I can't stop what's going to come, and I'm going to be completely out of gas. Adelmi, I think, is going to be your best bet against the anti-board wipe tech as we go. Defend the Writer for specifics. You can create a pilot or give somebody hexproof and indestructible. Wreck Raid, of course, is going to be a super useful card to destroy artifacts and enchantments. Boom, boom, do it like that in case you need to crack enchantments. The other one that is a real pain in the neck is Star Cage. What is it called? That whatever Star Cage is, the new Exile everything until Star Cage leaves. So you can crack that open and give everyone a +1/+1. Dual Sun Technique is extremely useful to get a win on a trample card. It's double strike into the end of turn. If you give like a 6/6 going in trampling and you give it double strike, a lot of times you can just win the game right there. Of course, Get Lost is great for enchantments and planeswalkers as well. And for any of you reanimators, have a Rest in Peace. We don't ever need the graveyard with this deck, so Rest in Peace is not bad in case we are running into Reanimator, especially nowadays when they're trying to do that Superior Spider-Man Reanimator, they're bringing back the Demon. That is extremely useful to stop the reanimation decks for a Rest in Peace for anti-meta. Very, very good stuff right there. That is what we're looking at. Again, big shout out to Stella Bravo, who corrects me in the chat. She got to Mythic 2 with this deck, or a version of this deck. This is J Villain's modified version, but currently this is just flying under the radar. It is super powerful, and frankly it flew me to Diamond, so I think this is kind of secret tech that nobody is really running right now, that just gets in the niche real nicely and really messes things up. So let's get into it. Bravo Rabbits. Look what we're doing, Summer. Stella Bravo made me do it. All right. We'll start with Stella Bravo Actual. Burning that midnight oil. Well, let's see if we can get in before the sweeper, guys. Boros Charm. I'm going to put down Phineas, and I'm going to hold off on everything else. Because I'm almost positive he wants to. Oh, Screaming Mimi. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, we lost it. V2Ville. Abomination. That's not bad. Alright, we're going to keep trying this. No echo anymore, right? Okay. Life. Boom. I think we do planes and then do paw patches up fucking like crazy here. Let's see. Let's see if we get hit with that sweet, sweet sweeper. No? No, sweet, sweet sweeper. Hawk to it. Very nice. We're gonna hold steady. God damn, this shit's fucking fast. Good lord. That shit flew out. From AI slop to living off slop. Gobbler, how you doing? Oh yeah, a demi. I can't forget about a demi, Gobbler. Do. Karl Lamaface, Ethan Gilbert. Welcome everybody. I do apologize for the technical difficulties. Boom. Okay, let's do this. Let's Hawk Tua. He's gonna Put a wing, boom, wing chung. Hopefully we don't collapse again. Hopefully OBS is done tormenting me, as it were. No. I don't know how people do them long-ass streams, man. 4 hours is about my limit before I starting to lose it. It's impressive when people can do that much time, man. I appreciate that, because goddamn, I can't do that shit. Snoops HD, haven't played the new stuff. The spiders haven't really modified the meta at all, I wouldn't say. I don't think they've made that big of an impact to the point where I would say, oh yeah, this is Spider-Man world now. I think Avatar and post bans in Avatar, you're going to see a bold new world. Let's do this. Hey, sorry, Anthony Robinson. OBS lost its shit. OBS completely fucking went off the deep end. Alright, we got this guy right here. Good lord, this eats people. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, don't. Stella Bravo Actual might have been onto something. I go first. 1 million subscribers is face reveal. Spider-Man. Llanowar elves. They want to ramp. We're not going to let them ramp. Spider-Man. 1 million subs. We get to 1 million submarine sandwiches. I got you. Don't even worry about it. I got you. Don't even sweat. Soon as I get my gold plaque, you'll see my big old smiling face right next to that gold plaque. Yes, you will. Oh no, not Doppelgang deck. Simic deck. If somebody buys me a black Mercedes SLK hardtop convertible with black leather interior. Now, if some enterprising young and wealthy individual wants to buy me an entire fucking Mercedes SLK 300 hardtop convertible with black interior, then for sure I will run it. Probably Simic Merfolk, since it's the least detestable Simic of them all. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if anyone wants to put up 20 to 30k. Yeah, really nothing has changed, Soups. Soup should... Nothing has changed, I would say. Oh no, it's never been Doppelgang. It's always been just the Simic deck of my choosing. It could be Doppelgang, but I doubt it. No, a million subs on YouTube. As soon as I get my gold play button, we're good to go. Bro, I've been saying that before you even were a member of the channel, Gobbler. It was never Doppelgang. It was always... You might have hoped it would be a Doppelgang. It was always just a Simic deck of my choosing for that. But I've been saying that for 3 years, maybe? I don't know, 4 years? Destroyed that. Hollow Merc. It depends. Listen, I'm never gonna put something out of anybody's reach. Do you know what I mean, guys? I'm never gonna say, hey, I'm never gonna say, hey, you know, this is impossible. It'll never happen. I'll always give you the chance. But for the most part, probably not. Probably the 1 million subscribers. The 1 million subscribers would probably be making me a car a month. At that point, I wouldn't care if you saw my face. At that point, I wouldn't give two shits if you knew what I looked like if I had 1 million subs. You... submarine sandwiches. Oh yeah, making 100,000 views a video daily, something like that. That's fucking insane money. You're making like $200,000 a year at 1 million subs. You're making ungodly amounts of money. There we go. Is there good blue stompy options? There is a new blue card called Bellion the Parched. That is pretty good. Like Professor, he's got 1 million subs. He's a YouTube channel with 1 million subs. That's a Magic the Gathering channel. Prof has enough money that he makes for that, where he supports himself and his family, and he has an entire team that he supports. He has a whole mess of editors, writers, producers. You're making enough money off of a 1 million sub channel to essentially run a production company. Like, you're making so much that it, again, like, it's you can support an enormous amount of production. You can do all kind of other things with whatever you have going on. You know, it's more money than an individual person was probably going to need, realistically. Let's see if he's got the instant kill here. Probably does. Probably has the instant kill. Oh no, he had a demon wall. 'Cause baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my demon wall. Let's do this. Pay 2 life. Boom. Prof's content, you know, I don't care about Commander stuff content, but I do like his analysis. He does great analysis. I do enjoy that quite a bit. What's my favorite color? Black. Easy. Easiest $2 I ever made in my life, Ethan Gilbert. Wasn't even a question. Wasn't even a fucking question. We're going to say that comes in green. And we'll say enters tapped as opposed to enters lobby. He's going to gain life on that, but we're going to push him. Who should we, and after all, you're my demon wall. There you go. Leon and Vanguard. There we go. He's a little less jovial lately because he's been pretty frustrated with the Wizards as it were. But I like Prof. As far as it's and after all, you're my demon wall. Uh-oh. You know what our policy on ramping is, right? You guys know our policy on ramping. It's going to be a big no. If I had to choose a deck for $1 million tourney, I would probably choose fucking VV Cauldron. Because clearly that is the most powerful deck in the world right now, and it wins tournaments all the time. Let's do Phineas. Phineas Gage here. Every now and again I play Brawl. I don't know, I probably wouldn't want to play VV Cauldron, I'd be bad at it. So if I had to play one, I'd choose the mono red fucking top tournament card deck thing. Let's hawk to it right here. Boom. Okay. Boom. Landfall, landfall. They're gonna swing? No, they're not gonna swing. Ooh, so let's Boroid it. Oh, we can't Boroid it yet. We can't Boroid it yet. Yeah, we need one of our shells or something like that. Ah, now he's getting the trample out. You know, I wish there was a mono black champion winner. We had a mono black championship winner for a while. And I was very excited about that because I called one of the best cards in the set, and I said, I said to myself, I said, who is he fighting? Target creature fights creature. That'd be a 1/1. 5. I said that's probably going to be one of the strongest, cards in the game. And lo and behold, it was. Multiversal Passage. Oh, Pump. Attacking creatures for +1. Let's see what you want to do here, man. Vivi's great. Vivi's a great character from his source material. Vivi's a great character. I have nothing against Vivi personally. I just think his card is busted. A Final Fantasy 10 or 9 rather is one of my favorite ones. Like, he's such a good character, very tragic and very nice. But damn if his card ain't fucking busted. I'll tell you that much. His card's fucking broken as shit. So, you know, what can we say? If he's got the double triggers here, I think we're dead. He may or may not have the... No, he doesn't have it. It's Fitzroy. Search your library. Fitzroy. Fitzroy. Boom. 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 6. Nope. Starting Town. Moonguard Mentor. Do that. Auto pay. Boom. Attacking creatures. View battlefield. There you go. Got him. Got him. Absolute cheat code here, guys. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. 87% win rate. I haven't lost a game since the first one. I just won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row. I'm almost at diamond running this. I try not to put... Vivi is a busted card. Let's get that right. It is very strong. Almost ridiculously so. However, I do put a lot on Cauldron being a big problem. Cauldron does affect things quite a bit. It's the Leopold and Loeb situation. You guys know about Leopold and Loeb? If they had never met, they would have never committed a crime, but together they killed. It's that old chestnut. The Vivi is bad. Ouroboros. Cauldron is not great, but together they've created something monstrous and terrible. It's an issue. I think MVP is Seamrip. Seamrip fucks up so many early plays that our opponents have. Do I ever play paper? Absolutely. I have a whole channel of paper magic. Did you know that? Did you know I have an entire channel of nothing but paper magic? It's called the Villain's Lair, and it's for your convenience. Okay, so let's hope we get a mana there. Hushwood. Let's hawk to it. Scry. I don't think we need a Phineas. I'd rather get Orborite down so we could really bring the pain. Because he's on his resurrection shit right here. Yeah, Seam Rip is such a good early removal. Like, this right here just fucked up his plan so bad because his thing is to discard and draw, and so getting rid of that 2-drop, he's gonna want to kill that, and then he's gonna feel bad. Alright, he got rid of Zapalta. Delicious, smooth, creamy Zapalta. Boom. Pump. Pop, pop, pop. If he can get Zapalta out, it's pretty good, but we can shelter him. Paper isn't real. I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you. I really should advertise it more. There you go. YouTube.com/@layerofvillains is what it is. In case you're interested in my paper magic channel. Hard light containment, you need something else out to work it though. Hard light is good, but you need a additional thing. This is Stella Bravo. You've done a stellar job on this one. May I say? Guys, you're not liking the video. Come on, get the likes up. Fucking 40 people here and that only that many likes. Do it. Live your dreams. Don't let your dreams be fleams. We've learned this the hard way. Hard. Let's put down Phineas Gage. Alright. And after all, you're my demon wall. We'll hawk to it. That's fine. We're going to hold steady because he can block there. I think next turn, I think we need a white mana. He'll put down his Annex. Oh, the Parseat Revenant. Alright. Alright, we're going to do what we do then. Terminus of Return. Deep Cavern fucking value. He's gonna take Shelt but dealt. Delta, 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 can I Shelta, Shelta, Shelta? He's gotta give it back to me though. Warren War Leader for the pump. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, he took it. Okay. Yes, we have a bunch of them. I haven't edited a bunch of them, but they're going up. The Spider-Man pack openings are going to be going up on main channel and second channel. Snow's out of town right now. But yeah, we have a whole box of them. She opened up a Soul Stone, by the way. As soon as we got the box, she opened the box up. I opened a pack. She grabbed a pack off the top and immediately opened a fucking Soul Stone. Immediately. That's how fast. As fast as a meteor. Fucking most valuable card. That's just what she does. That Snow fucking just pulls Soul Stones. She'll pull whatever fucking the valuable card is. She pulled, I think, 2 Phyrexian Tax Vorinclex back in Kaldheim. She will just pull whatever the valuable fucking card is. she'll just grab it. She'll just be like, oh, that card, I want that one, and then just grab it. And then it's done. It's absurd. It's really absurd. Seam Rip. Cryogenic Relic. Don't let your fleams be dreams. Grab that. Okay. Board wipe? Or more exile? Yeah, there we go. Alright, what do you got for me? What do you got for me? Hey, there you go. They don't usually run that. But I guess this guy's evil maxing. You can't be too upset if someone's evil maxing, you know? They have nothing in there but fucking stop stuff. They have literally nothing in here but fucking stop and removal. I think they're not even focused on fucking artifacts. They're focused on absolutely stopping shit. Yeah, this is the worst version of Simulacrum. This is true. They're absolutely not trying to get anything in here, man. Boom. Yeah, I don't think we ever get anywhere with this. Look how many fucking cards they have, man. Yeah, we're leaving. First loss. First loss, by the way. We're at a 90% win rate. We just dipped down to 83. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in a row. The 10th game finally fucking stopped us. I don't know how to turn off that settings. I don't like to show people who raid in ads, and I don't like people who randomly click on the channel to see ads. Because it's just, they're going to go, oh, ads? I'm not going to sit through this, and then they leave. If you're sitting here for 30 minutes, then yeah, you can get an ad. It's fine. But, yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Sorry. What'd you play tonight there, Brew? Bix plays said in Smug Turbo. Ads? I've never heard of such a thing. Let's push in. Skyseeker Serpent. Sure thing, man. We'll take you. Bump, bump. There you go. Multiversal Passage. We're brawling Mono Blue Kiora. Oh. Kiora. Lord help me, Kiora's the only one that ever tempted me. Oh, Kiora. It was not good. They make Kiora so goddamn thick for no reason, man. I'll tell you what. Every art of Kiora, and it's so funny because I've said this before, Magic kind of always doesn't ever very sexualize the women, you know, but they're like, but for Kiora, we're making a fucking exception. We're making an exception. we're talking bowl of oatmeal thick. It's happening. Y'all better be ready. Y'all better be fucking ready. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I'm not mad about it. It's a good looking fish person. Liliana's good looking, but my god, Kiora's built. Bloomwind. Und Bloomwind. Okay, so that's going to be 4 to 8. Should be to 16. It's still not enough to bust through, right? No, it's not enough to bust through. To break on through to the other side. Doop, 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 doop. You know the day destroys the night. Night divides the day. Tried to run, tried to hide. Break on through to the other side. Yeah. Do 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 do. Yeah, just a toxic power couple. Let me give you the shout out. Color purple. Before your deck name, it'll make it purple. I don't know what that means. Like the font, I'm still not understanding what you mean. Like, what would be the point of that? Oh, thank you so much for the raid, Bruhaha. Please check them out. Great content, very funny. You know, I don't know if it's only for the money. I think that profit is a big deal. I think they do really want to expand the game. I think that is a big part of it. How big a part? I don't know, but it does rope people into the game that normally would not have gotten into it. And I think that that is valuable in the very least. Alright, what do we got here? Planner Star Cage. Boom, boom. Oh yeah, they're zeroing me in here, boys. Let's do this. Boom. Alright, Tyrantusk is next. Hopefully he'll play a setup. He won't have another Pinnacle Star Cage, and he'll have another setup. Yeah, there you go. Spring-loaded Saw Trap. Boom. Do that. Oof. Valley Quest Caller. Very nice. United Battlefront. Let's hope he whiffs. That's a decent whiff there. It's not the worst. Still got him, though. Still got him. Eat it. Eat it, artifacts! Eat it. You know, it's funny you should say that game can be playing with drawn pieces of paper. I have a client who, you know, I work with ex-cons, returning citizens, all them. And I have a client who, you know, we were talking about what we like to do, what we do for fun, trying to get him into some social stuff. And he was telling me that when he was in the joint, they made their own magic cards. They would get, like, people would send in, like, photocopies of sheets of magic cards, and they'd cut them out and tape them to fucking folders and make their own cardboard magic cards and be playing Commander there out on the fucking prison yard. That was really cool. Yeah, he sent me a picture of one time. I don't know where that picture is. That was a while ago. But ingenuity, man. Yeah. I guess for like legal, legal supplies or paper supplies, you could buy, like, you know, manila folders. So they would take these photocopied sheets of magic cards, tape them to these manila folders, and cut them up, and play magic cards like that. They would be making commander decks and shit. Very cool. Oh, he's gonna get rid of my Shelt by Delt. Listen, you got nothing but time in prison. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of nothing to do. So people get ingenuity. They get they start coming up with stuff. You know. He was and he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be sending that. What set was this around? It may have been 3 or 4 years ago, and he's like, yeah, when the next set, it may have been when, oh man, which set was it? New set, he's like, yeah, as soon as that set drops, I'm going to the store, and I'm going online, I'm going to be printing off, you know, I'm going to go to, like, one of these printing stores, I'm going to be printing off huge amounts of paper and sending it in of the whole new set, so if they have it, like, you know, almost day one, they can get it, and they can start building. Let's push. Let's fucking push, man. Let's see what he wants to do here. Nice. Okay. Got the Oracle right next. Yeah, I think Lorwyn is going to be a hype set. I think Avatar is going to be a hype set. Now, listen, man, that's commitment. I know they play D&D as well. I know a lot of guys got out of prison and were like, oh yeah, I played a lot of D&D in prison. And a lot of people they played D&D in prison and they never had played D&D in their life, but they just basically had nothing to do. And so they did that. You know, they were like, well, I never in my life had played D&D or even thought about doing it. But what else was I going to do? What else did I have going on? So yeah, I played D&D for the first time because, again, that's just pen and paper. You don't have any video games. You don't even really have TV, you know. But yeah, a lot of ingenuity from guys. You know, that's good to see. Yes, that really hurt, but yes. Boom. 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 Yeah, Lorwyn. I think Lorwyn is going to be big. I think Lorwyn certainly is going to be a pretty popular set for the most part. Hey, there's Terran Tusk. Boom. Nice. It's not. You're going to make a good one, yeah. Guys, I mean, the effectiveness of this deck, I think, speaks for itself. 76% win rate. And we went on a 10-game winning spree. Insanely powerful. Insanely powerful stuff here. We have to thank Stella Bravo Actual for reporting in on this one. I think a Demi of the Silk Shoot's probably the only one that we could possibly add in here, but overall, I'm very satisfied with how this went. I know it's old hat, but it works. It works real good.